Asampa FM 94.7. All talk, all day.
Chairman of the Health Committee, take pains to explain, say, there is nothing untoward in SCA, just the influence of market forces and a determined price. And yeah, they are not government to government negotiations, they be possible. They had to route it through a middleman. And the Akufo-Addo, as we speak in TS, it can be a middleman in deliver. And they are considering whether to abrogate or to continue. And why should there be an issue with Sadi, Mepacho?
Obi me das na make us obe start here free doc or free abemu benti, but it's okay to start this conversation. Mamenchia yetifo nyina na me ni kan kase no krenim nyame nim ni obi mera hopa minim se MPP Akufo-Addo ba wo mi amamue eye amamu a eba kata hyehyɛ proye krono eni dwirimu a omudi mu akotiniye
ekusi sen
na menim sɛ like the way almost corrupt, it was so bad, like we are seeing in this, scandal, because we are seeing yare coronavirus by edi are ho na ba nipa bebre na awu because of yare. Ghana yahwere nipa bro ahanso 700 eni akire. Nti di aban bia ye ne se vaccines a amamman akese bi produce no ombe pebi na omodi ama wo manfo, because scientists ne say vaccines no at least it may slow down the spread of the virus. Ema yitimi so ano. Iti die aban papa bia wotema ma ne manfo. Aban papa bia wodwe ne manfo ho ye ne se me kope vaccine bi aba na me dia ba be save me manfo. Because this is a matter of life and death. It's a matter of public health. Inti ye me nwanwa se omampenye Akufo-Addo de na so afo. An issue as sensitive as this. Wesu omayo se ombebu ye Ghana fo bukata. Na ma fa kana sichi kwan so de nchobo atoto vaccine aye toto no boso. Na magana hwiri sika ma omo ne omo busuafo obo partyfo de omo dide. How do you seek to profit financially from the procurement of vaccines which are intended to save lives and if you like halt the spread of a virus amongst your people? And on a me dwen ho amenti ase e bone a enya de odoma nkoma nyame e de be che mpenyufo a omunim asem we hu bi no enya de nyame de be che omo da, because ye mfa nipa life and to pressa obi asem no ne farabai ne se asem ne farabai ne se online newspaper bi a wo no we a ye from Verdin Gang do na etwa ne tia from VG omo na akwa ye nhwehwemu fa vaccine Russia fo aya ye frɛ no Sputnik Vaccine amama bibiri to se omo de bekwati coronavirus ya rebone asebi obi sa newspaper ya ye komase on Asampa FM kwanche newspaper bia sa e wo no we fact. And let me check here, according to Wikipedia, they are the biggest online newspaper in Norway today. Nipa daba could be almost stories, over 2 million, according to Wikipedia. So it is the most widely circulated, widely read online newspaper in Norway. Omaji dimpa, omuwe ni munyamiye. Ti omunyam krofo omuye omedwuma basa. Na brofu na akoye nhwehwemu se omontiase se Russia fo aye omo vaccine. Na Russia fo se vaccine Sputnik vaccine. Ye beton no less than $10 and amaya mine
on the international market.
Yes, ana ye beton. Na Ghana nko se ye kwa kotobia. Ye de ye se ye nkoto mfiri Russia fo no ho. Nemom yebekwa akofa adantamufuo bi so. Na yede akwa akoto vaccine. Na enu nti no ade a yeton no $10, less than $10. Ghana de ye kwa akoto no $19. Abrofo no so madwen wo mo nti ase. Eye wickedness. Eno na ama even those so mo nya Ghana fo. But omo hwe krono na ewo mu na omo koye san hwehwe mu. Nti asem a eda ho no eno no. Omo ye hwehwe mu no sebi enye se omo tie efa baako. Ana omo sore ya na omo si agina yese o bibi atochew. Omo ba Ghana ene nsem trofo ni nipa bibribedi nkita ho. Ene abanswafo a ohwe yapomudin ho nsem so. Minister for Health vaccine atotoi. Ye kire se ono na hye nsa. Omo ko ne nchen ura. De ye huni. Ade ya mo se mo kwa akotoi. Russia for mo ye o ma de se. O ma bia o kwa akoto a. Ebo na wo se ye less than $10 on the international market. Mo de bia mo koto free ni $19. Ada musika no mo se san for mo na. Enti be kirem. Ena according to story no minister ne ka so mo ma me appointment me ba na me ni mo abedi nkomo. Se ne na minister ne be kwa akohia newspaper na nyame nko nanim wanko na chief futuru wadwane. Obi nasiro ye very serious issues dey come. Almost you pursue minister na homa na mi woni nyina wa opa making kan nyina ma because publication no my print me dey nikita me. Ye pursue minister na homa mo anya no mo say ah. Ye de ye be ye nhwehwemu because ye mpɛ katahwehwɛ ne proye. Nti se Ghana kora na katahwehwɛ ne proye de dwiri mboko so a e fa ye ho nti ye be ye nhwehwemu nti se wo mma meka de ne ye kɔ. Ministry of Finance states o mo kwa na according to the newspaper. Minister for Finance ankasa fra o mo oh mate se mo ba mo ye nhwehwemu bi se na ka na mo pese mo ni Ministry of Health for edi nkomo. Minister na ma ba wo de mo mra. O mo ko shi akrache for ye adwuma wo Ministry of Finance na ye bisa o mo se ah na mo de aburo we edi mamanfo. Vaccine 1 dose. Russia for omo ye oma de se ye nto no less than $10 no. Mo koto ni $19. Minister no so oh ni nyina wa pa making come oh ye kra de ani mu hwe o. Vaccine ne to ne ho hye ye nyina Ministry of Health for na ye de ane se yetu esika no. Na ade ne ye nya bi na ya manfo so hia vaccine ni bi ntino na che se e wo se ye to ne sa. In fact, the question the journalist asked Honorable Ken Ofori-Atta and said, do you think, say, intelligent for you to buy this thing at $19? And not to papa so. Bia anko publication ni binkai. Na asemi bayi 3rd June obi. Na watchini and na no way newspaper di asemi betudwa. Mpaya na kwa kwaji mama enu ni omampenye Akufo-Addo na so afo bone se enke medru Ghana yente. Na nyame ncha de di pebinum ko wurewure mu a yakote se sa asem a no way newspaper bi di atudwa no. Enti Ghana nko wa no Ghana web na 3 news TV3 for starters or more publishing afedie. Omanya hu se mframa abo amakoko to ada ho nti aban mu mpanyifo so sese de bekasa. Na krata omodi aba abontia. Omuso omudi ba be yi sansem na no obi. Minim se wanya bi akan ebi ne kita me hey. Nsem na eya sefim because me be wiase mu ha yesu so na papa moto anansesem kire ba mentia anansesem a esre enyono sasa anansesem we anansesem a wutia na waso mu kura wo.
Oh, Ministry of Health statement.
Anansesem no moto a kire yen na anansesem we no na adwoma anasem atem didie maganafo ensem o maka ne wo mu ne yenkontompo na me ba be kire no wahu. Yan starting free baby chairman of Health Committee or starting free on this program this evening. Say agreement in the IMC in Tuesika be anya no kan obi e ntro o metuesika
also mo raise LCs
no enya LCs me say o mo boa nti say eno na okoboy information mo dia ma no dia ono integrity pa ma na megu ni ho ani mu ase
prove why
I am telling you so metuesika why this is the tableau, this is the publication quoting the ministry. I'm say the Ministry of Finance states that Ghana has so far paid for 300,000 doses. Now Masendo tape an interview Jackson so hwe phone so come me 2 mira na ma kirisi newspaper no e frɛ Ken Ofori-Atta no mo ne di nkomo no o mbisa no se masa watu esika When your letter of credit is just a bank guarantee. Dear children, a bank kotwa there was a Bank of Ghana and my guarantee says you be to a Bank of Ghana for the first account. When your letter of credit can you for your time tom on tape also with you for 300,000 doses. So why is Dr. Yu, the chairman of the health committee, the health ministry, and people like Okuboemo, government spokespersons lying to the people of this country? So Master, me say tape in a few seconds. Can you for real tankasa interview? No, nim say you record on no. Momo. What confirm so me tuesika? So entro say you tuesika bia ne free hefa.
On payment, the ministry in his statement now will say will be nekase. The unit price was negotiated at a meeting held at the Ministry of Health with reps from the ministry and office of Dalmouk Al Maktoum, who had traveled to Accra for the purpose. The Ministry of Health, after ascertaining the type and nature of the vaccine through the delivery of 15,000 doses, placed an order for the supply of 300,000 doses of the vaccine at a cost of $5.7 million US. This is yet to be delivered. This undertaking includes an option to opt out of any obligations if supply conditions are not met. But this does not explain the
Now, do you still believe these people? What do you say? Asamna mekaba. Me say, sa asemi o maka no na Dr. Yu nama ono so keka no. So muntu yesike bia. I mean, say no na Dr. Kuboy babeka. Maza, ubet ma tape no. They will and yes, I have a few seconds. Or no any interview because say on mine only obi koye contract near to your car a Ministry of Finance
I know.
And in this statement, your report to say the Ministry of Finance states that Ghana has so far only paid for 300,000 doses, which is what you read. They may say that the newspaper is lying, me boy. It may say as someone newspaper no nyasa wo bomu tim le kan yo can no for real ta o your man photo sound for me o man penye Akufo-Addo ma me nuaba no ne ka kire wo mo o ma record tape no na ma send ama no mo na tiefu
any true now you we na me audio no
prepare Jackson me di ama wo betimi abo then obi almost also say oh $10 na NDC for can the newspaper ne can enya no kre say Sputnik Vaccine one dose here less than $10. Now not there a X factory price. X factory price. And yeah, na simple. The actually say yeah a draw we or factory. Yeah, DPF free factory. Obi no so nya no kre. Say less than. Me say buy we no kre ni o manum. Na obi biara o bokro no bia nusu ni buy no. Look, they said the honorable Minta come look at Russia for now omo ye omo de no omo ye wieye omo se omo pese black market bia beba mu ababa ye frakadam bia nti no omo anka se twa omo bo for the international market omo se sa na wo say ye price no be vary in countries because okoto a oman bi betumi decide say me the tax beto so they said the India for aye no in India for koto no less than $10 omo the 5 omo tax bia ye fra no 5% GST atoso. There's a story. Russia's Sputnik vaccine to cost Rs995 per dose. Roll out from next week. So the imported dose of the vaccine are presently priced at MRP of Rs948 plus 5% GST per dose. That's almost the tax.
And this is India, right?
India. And to divide it, divide it, now the bad dollar. Sikani be see $13. But the price, the cost price is less than $10. Ghana,
yeah, that's the X factory price.
Yes, it's less than $10.
As published on Sputnik V website.
Yes. And we cry India publication Business Today, May 14, 2021. Yeah, India for akwakoto bebre and millions and on much say ni nyina be see 995 Rs. And calculate this is about dollar, you get 12 point something $13.
Yeah.
So but the international market price, the cost price almost the to free manufacturer one and less than $10.
Yes.
Are you getting me? But yeah, free source no. Yes, $19, close to 100% increment. Obi, Russia for publication no I'm sure you've seen it because
we've read it.
Yeah. And it is here. Also, the cost of one dose of Sputnik V vaccine for international markets. International market price any S factory nyepe. The international markets will be less than $10. Are you getting me? So
does that mean say who cost Sputnik for no aqua directly?
Less than $10.
The X factory will be less than $10.
Less than $10.
And almost international market names we are less than $10.
No.
That's what it says here.
Listen to me. The price I would be to free RDIF.
Yes.
Russia.
Yes.
I was say
less than $10. Good.
Now what told you so that is the international market price.
Yes.
Now what ton say we are. It say Russia for the bibia to so the bibia to so no crown almost say less than $10.
Yeah.
Now also person what they will freight ne o other transportation eka ho a what you say na aman bia ye omo dia be $11 e bia $13 e bia $12 Ghana nko a de $19 and am bisa say krom ha one e kwakwan so kofa de 100 Ghana cedis e be turn 200 Ghana cedis what be that 100% profit one yes sir na Ghana e yo mampanyi Akufo-Addo papa company ana na japade a enka say no be manage esika Obi. So that $10 is not an X factory beer, but there is another higher charge when you are going to buy it from the manufacturer. That is the price, approved price that was also free manufacturer or wherever you are buying it from as a country. Now, Obi, a man may now acquire more fast to vaccine. They said, yeah, na honorable Mintakando can vaccine yen Tony Jum to see a Tom Makuni Jenny. It is all per vaccine at toa. They di kind of say abiding kita hon. Russia for na etinya ye vaccine. Ghana ye nibi. Inti na ye Minister for Foreign Affairs, Minister for Health, almost ni almost wakasa. Oh, mo vaccine wo betimi ama ye bi. So inti bilateral relations. And I say, oh, Ghana ye member state of AU. Ana ECOWAS. Ye pese sa ye union no. Eko preto ade ni bi na member states ye kwaje kakra. Multilateral relations. And now government to government engagements. Ghana buying for Russia buying mumwayen. Yedie sana Algeria for aye. Algeria for sana maye. And I came here with a list of countries so far omwan kasa kwa Russia buying wa kwa tobi omunyina nya less than $10. Slovakia nya less than $10. Hungary nya less than $10. Atiefo ntie me ye o nya se yempo mampenya Akufo-Addo ase o mine sika o mudi ni nyafunyafu na ne hayen Algeria nya less than $10
directly from
Russia for
from RDIF
Belarus where Krobit say Belarus omunya no direct ordered from Russia. Bolivia 5.2 million doses omunya no from Russia. Bosnia omunya no from what? Brazil. In fact, Brazil for crumple the domestic production. Argentina ye domestic production. China ye domestic production. Egypt ye domestic production. Honduras aqua kotono China.
List we never hear for now main checking here.
And also I can forward it to you. And then all the materials I'm using I can forward it to you. And it will be our old team be also can Google it. Countries are so far or matter Sputnik from Russia. And in fact, if you read the story, Verdun gang for ye Omo ankasa kire say omo checks o my kire say ade no countries bebre o say the Russians are selling their vaccines through their National Investment Fund RDIF. The fund has established a company in Russia called Human Vaccine LLC. The company is responsible for, among other things, sales to Slovakia and Hungary, which have taken place at the normal price of approximately $10 per dose. According to public contracts that we have cited. This is it.
This is what VG for next
time.
So over the list you sent, title say number of doses of the COVID-19 vaccine.
Yes.
Sputnik V ordered from Russia or agreed to be produced abroad.
Yes.
As of May 25th, 2021,
very
by
recent.
Country.
Yes. So we have table now. Omo producing locally. And
they ordered from Russia.
Yes.
And a domestic production.
Yes. It is the Ghana for
the cost they bought it is not captured.
And I'm reading stories. First of all, I am telling you, sir, this position by government. So they say we'll be to me talk.
Country from
directly from Algeria has been able to do it. So many countries have done it. So why not Ghana? And do you know why it should have been easier for Ghana to have done it? Unim say Russia 4 years Sputnik V vaccine omo ye another vaccine. On the Sputnik V no, I no 2 doses na we take it. It's omo ye ba kwa, omo
one dose.
Light, one dose Sputnik Y. Unim say amaya omo choose say omo kwa trials of Sadia no. Ghana ka ho.
Have we accepted to do it?
We have accepted. They are already in Ghana today and they have chosen a site for the trials. Dodowa. Check with FDA. Check. The Russians, through their local representatives, are in town today for clinical trials of a new vaccine. Sputnik. Why no light on one?
Because I know, sir, with the Sputnik V, we rejected that offer for the trials. But where they
are in Ghana. Yama baby trials. This is a story by Reuters, dated March 23rd. And not my forward amount. Russia test 1 dose light version of Sputnik V shot in UAE, Ghana, according to RDIF. Russia, Moscow.
That's Reuters in Moscow. Say Russian developers of the Sputnik V vaccine against COVID-19 said on Tuesday they have applied for domestic approval of a single dose light version and that trials of it in Russia, the United Arab Emirates, and Ghana have already begun. The slimmed down shot is not expected to be as effective as the original vaccine, said Arsen Kubatev of the Russian Direct Investment Fund, the sovereign wealth fund marketing the vaccine abroad. And you get it now. And you almost say they have applied for domestic approval of a single dose light version and that trials of it in Russia, UAE, and Ghana have already begun.
And yes, Russia for the Kraniaka. I don't want to Akufo-Addo. Why you putting Boniviana? Obi a wedding foreign minister who relationships all across the world. Who say Algeria for me Russia kunya version. Who they win? And can so incompetent president kwadie. Yeah, who be that? Because they are private jet ni enko han tutu kwanya. We are experts. Na ko contact Russia for copper vaccine breye at the standard approved price. I know they won't to me. Abra Algeria, Honduras, Bolivia, Croatia, Modi hu nyina timi akwa konya bi. And you are telling us Koku announce stories. Now what dear? Obi, say wo kwa koto vaccine no kra na wo say what dear wa bon and I say okro no person obunti wo nko Russia for no street. Na wo kwa kope intermediary agenta. Wa bokro no and who asem aba European Union yen kanwie agenta ye declare wanted for money laundering, fraud and other related crimes. Ono ni intermediary akwa use.
Hey.
So you say you don't in some people everywhere. Mama can be intro. And na ma dey we chrono. Check this public.
Al Maktoum no.
Al Maktoum he is the ruler. That's the royal family of Dubai. Omo rule Dubai.
Now why ni?
Na the partner wo kan ho.
Yeah.
Your friend Farouk, your friend Umar Farouk Zuha. Nidino no. Umar Farouk Zahul. Facheme Umar Farouk Zahul. Sa Umar Farouk Zahul. Ese won't be in Belgium, won't be in Norway, won't be in European country bia. Because ne ho abasem wo krono bonsem bi mu a ya declare wanted na we dwane akwa UAE. Inti ya hwehwe no, and yet according to this FG report no, onne Al Maktoum no, and e ba Ghana be shia, Ghana mpanyufo mo ye negotiations about this $19. Obi a ye hwehwe no for krono kakaka say fraud, money laundering, or no koya agreement. Say munyina na moka mutiabu na mabo mine krono. That is why I know way for abrofo na dwen wan say na ban pan or dwen man for ho a obekwa kwato sa ade we at $19. Enti obi me pese me mount as say ade ne ke yebetimi anya bi directly na me ka trials omo ba be na have for the new vaccine. Unu say omo policy ni say kura ye be trials o mu no. Vaccine ye start say ye cha and I ton mona mo ye first option
of that particular vaccine.
Now we dey utia ye second one o ma ba mo okro mo mo fiti ase kura dada.
Yeah, but say no nyenwie.
That should even
so
make
you cannot your priority
means that we are already engaging them diplomatically. I mean, in terms of our diplomatic relations on these vaccines. So
but the truth of the matter, Samene say on Sputnik V, which is the subject of this controversy, we declined the offer of trials. If you know the priority, the priority will come with Sputnik Light.
Then Nigeria nyabi.
We can interrogate
now
that.
Mami Mr. Wasem cry. Yam fan say ampampa ye copy be from Russia for yenya. And Russia for say tie anansem no. Yam ton maga na ban. Ba ye beto ama obi a woye wanted for money laundering and fraud.
You better ma
middleman and the whole sense bebre say wo European Union. The Ghana for mo pa mo to free no. Na ye say adie no ye nim say the boy $10. But less than $10. But what the $19 ye beto. Obi what be that? U phone ye kita wa iPhone. Ye turn e be 7,000 Ghana cedis. Right? 7,000 na Jackson ya turn there. 7,000 Okubo ya turn there. 7,000 na Sammy Gyamfi ya turn there. Okwa akope bi ato okwa akra mo yesi asa abedi also obi di bi na black market ade 7,000 or turn 15,000 nti wunya bi nto wunya 7 bi nto nti no beto 15 ni sa asem we sebi mpredua nyansa be ne wo na de ma asem na omo kan kwa anya no kore ne se obi yen cost another step Ghana ye a member state of African Union meboa. And African Union early this year Russia 4 years Sputnik Vaccine no African Union for no ejina ya a bibrem fo nyina na mu akoka che Russia ban say Africa 4 years you hia Sputnik Vaccine bi nti ye to 300 million doses and na Russia for say okay AU one of member countries ye be ma 300 million doses of Sputnik Vaccine aboa ye de beje mo no $9.75. Obitiemi ye $9.75. And also my forward publication now. And on a publication by Financial Times. Any was the COVID-19 vaccines. Africa will pay more for the Russian COVID vaccine than Western jabs. Was the African Union will pay 3 times more for the Russian Sputnik jab than it is paying for the Oxford, AstraZeneca, and Novavax vaccines, according to people familiar with the procurement process. The $9.75 per dose for 300 million shots of the Russian vaccine developed by the state-run Gamaleya Institute undermines Moscow's argument that it is offering affordable. Until 9.75 in the crown, some pandits thought it's any boy dodo. Yet, a non-African Union say you took 300 million doses for member countries at 9.75. Must say, you diano a delay. Now, say, as a country, you even go out of your way. Out of the AU multilateral arrangement, now wako directly, one koto free Russia buy ho. Wako to free agent or dubious reputation or no crown ye penachin or European Union ho. One leverage price of $9.75 now. African Union and negotiate yama African countries. You couldn't leverage that to even get something close. African Union got 9.75. Even go for $11 or $12. $19. Masa, yeah,
final question. Now,
yeah, woman is, and this is a very important point. Agreement was almost the come. And this is something that we are not focusing on. And the agreement, we know, it is in the same league as the Waterville Isophoton agreements. Agreements ni nyina papa wo mrem eno na a lawyer for friend agreements are unconstitutional and null and void ab initio because Ghana ye mra kunyina eno ne ye de chechiro man say se ye ne obroni company kwa akodi djuma bia ana say amana no company kwa akodi djuma bia ye friend international business transaction article 181 clause 5 of the 1992 constitution say yan fa nkom mra hye bedwam na ya nam sifu e wo nitimi hwehwe nkrata animu na ya mu make sure say agreement no in the interest of the state anameboa and this agreement which is a rip off which is naked broad daylight thievery no ke ko Ghana mrahye bedwamu a enka the issue of why is the seller selling it at $19 no senka ye mrahye bedwafo bebisa both at the committee level and on the floor anameboa where you Ghana ya nam sifu e wo mrahye bedwam si nchen. An agreement I was all the come Russia baby one franco. Dubai Nino, you got any free in honor or company or Ghana. Really? Haven't they read the Bakan energy case? Don't they know say the Supreme Court of Ghana has said in the Bakan energy case say Obroni be register company or Ghana hakra no Ghana bank or your contractor a international business transaction because the control of that company no mainly foreign. And apart from that, even the transaction now we say mainly the foreign element ne woman no eswa an international business transaction. Why did you keep this thing away from Parliament? Why did you keep it away from the people's representatives if you have nothing to hide? It will be the air can say number one, agreement in your unconstitutional and therefore null and void. And was say a buy way suspending immediately. Yesika omakwako tuyama sa shake ya ne won sem bebrebe no 300,000 doses ometuaka me de ho evidence ama wa me expect say wo bebo no. According to Kenufori, we need it back because the Yaman of supply. The Omudi can buy 16,000 no, and not the samples. And to Omonfa Yesika Mayen.
That is if the money has been paid.
It has been paid. It's been established. The Minister for Finance says he has paid. What other investigation?
Delivery in course,
delivery because Ministry of Health says delivery. So certain things are no longer in doubt. We know certain things as a matter of fact. So the agreement is void for lack of parliamentary approval. The agreement is a rip-off because other countries, countries in Ghana, etinya to adieno at less than $10, and ya Ghana sube etinya to be. Obi, say ya, me de manusi no. Ena, omode je ya $150 per PCR test at airport. Abrano muni so meeting me I charge $50.
And minister na call parliament, ako kansika. Company crowd is saying Frontier from all the tests and if they buying
we actually know they were forced to do 50.
Yes.
What you say? Yes. And different scandals are because master they say nipa ho chromo ye pesika for hospital beds, textbooks, acquire schools. You cannot waste the taxpayers' money like this. This deal is inimical to the interest of this country.
I think
let nobody, including Okoboy, try and defend this. Instead, Dr. Yu, Dr. Yu Abaso, Dr. Yu, on say, only military so have assembly boot a ton or so. Okono, or say, only the foot on the Bema say, Yenje MPP chairman of the health committee. Utie di okay. Yenje say, and you say, Ghana watch the internet businessman be boy chrono. And the very one will be boy chrono.
Same, Mamena say.
Now, Adia Yatono, $10, less than $10, over $19.
Same, I just googled the name of the man now, also I wanted. No?
Yes.
And some of the stories that came, the relationship with Ghana as a country, and some other African countries. Yes. I just saw one story. There is a story by Graphic.com. Or say Mahama quote front for Ameri Group in Namibia, Norwegian newspaper. The Norwegian newspaper VG, which has been following the Ameri Group deal in Ghana for more than 2 years, has published that in July this year, and there's a story published on November 13, 2017. Former President John Dramani Mahama traveled to Namibia with two representatives of the controversial Ameri Group to discuss energy opportunities in that country. In 2015, the newspaper revealed that Umar Farouk Zahor, I don't know if it's the same person, Zahor, who is still wanted by Norwegian police for fraud, and a sheikh from Dubai had made an energy deal with the Ghanaian government that included an overcharge equivalent to some 150 million USD. According to the VG newspaper, Mr. Mahama in July entered a cooperative arrangement with the Sheikh's company to even though it has contacted him for comment, he has refused to comment. The same person here can answer me.
Information I may pick say is the same person.
The same person.
The same
on one and he agree on the Ameri deal.
He came to Ghana for this particular meeting together with
the Sheikh.
The Sheikh. He's also this man too. I'm sure he's also a Sheikh. But the Sheikh who is called
Maktoum, no?
Yes.
Al Maktoum, no? It is the same person.
Yes.
2015, what the Ameri deal, you know.
I'm sure he had something to do with the deal.
With the Ameri deal.
But I mean, for that deal, Parliament set up a probe into it. Yet a 19-member committee, Omokoho, with Philip Addison leading it and all that, and we're able to establish there was value for money, for which reason government even extended.
Yeah, but at the time, the criminal record, as you say, was also evident.
Most of the
because
things
he was still wanted at the time.
Most of the things are declared wanted for currently. I'm sure may not have arisen at that time.
You think so?
I would double check. I will
no, but
Google
VG had published that in 2015.
I'm not aware of that VG publication, but made them a point and they say, "Adia, Russia for ya." Almost say, "Yen ton less than $10." No.
Okay.
Now, my mind be bria ton esano. Ghana in this year turn $19. Yeah, cause obi crash akoto ni obi crash. Once obi countries be and I've listed them to you. It mean
direct access. No?
We should have explored that, especially given the fact that Nkofo crap person mobile test for you crew mo ayati asenti bond bi ayede. It would have been very easy. But chobo kakra yibi.
Mamena na mintie Dr. Bernardo Boy. Enti lawyer Sammy Gyamfi and Edenin Atuja. No, they are doing it. So what the second one I send? Yeah, they are repping it. It's fair. Enti trouble. Sammy trouble. Me what messages kind. Mami kind messages we me I will give you the opportunity. Trouble meba. We say. Okay, let me see. Sammy Gyamfi nyabutre.
But I had a very important point about the way I am managing state resources. On say
this week, Abba our parliament say PDS for $200 million Ghana sika could do Ghana for deal be seen no more my. What's our soon say bust 5 million liters of contaminated food or now if I can see chico so Toma and Crofobino be seen there and also sika meka Ghana sa a Japa sika yetuama African Legal Associates aye or Mampenya Akufo-Addo cousin Gabi Diano be seen there even though the agreement did not materialize yansan kind. So, I'm very worried. Say, we say na ababu na wo mani mu etwa agyajo adwuma ni krom ahokyere wo ho ye pesika ye mpuntu a be ma o man na kɔ nanim na ye say sika sa no obi ye mfa NDC ni MPP nto nkyɛn ade we MPP ni na wonni sika ni bi nto defend ya ye.